Hi, this is Heather from Strings and Threads. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I really enjoy getting to know each and every one of you. I enjoy our time together. I enjoy everybody's responses whenever I put out a video. I just love reading them and learning more about you and having the opportunity to respond back to you. I have so many friends now that I met on YouTube that I would have never met had it not been for YouTube. I just love having people to talk yarn and crochet with. This has just been so much fun for me. And I thank you for stopping by and sharing your time with me. I like to start with a question of the day. It's just an icebreaker to get to know each other. It's not mandatory that you answer. It's really just something that's for fun. So only answer if you feel comfortable. And so the question today is, what is something that you have done in your life that no one would expect? And so I'm going back to when I was younger. I've always been kind of quiet and reserved and stuff like that. So when I was in my 20s, I very badly wanted to get my belly button pierced. So that was probably one of the most unexpected things about me. It's no longer pierced, but I did for a time in my 20s have my belly button pierced. I know, just a weird random thing. All right, well, today is Moody Monday. I'm going to explain what that is. And I just wanted to say before I start that this will be my last Moody Monday. I was going to go all the way through the winter, but Jenna Stitches also does it with me. I should qualify that. I'm sorry. I'll put a link to her station below. If you don't know her, she's wonderful. Please go and visit her, watch her videos. But Jenna and I were talking about it, and she was feeling all had it out, and I'm starting to feel all had it out. So I think that I'm going to show the batch that I have for donations today, and then we'll just put it by the wayside until next year, because I'll probably donate again to the same place next year. And I think I'm going to call it something other than Moody Monday next year too, because I think that that was kind of an intimidating name for it. But Moody Monday is about making items to crocheted, knitted, yarn items to donate to people who need them. So the reason why I was calling it Moody Monday is because I kind of had the idea at the beginning of all this that we could crochet whatever we were making based on our mood. So the color based on your mood, the texture of the stitch based on your mood, or the texture of the yarn based on your mood. But that really started to get old kind of faster than I thought it would. So, and I think some people maybe didn't join in because that seemed a little intimidating. So I don't think I'm going to do it that way again next year. I definitely want to do this, but I'll just come up with a different, name for it or whatever. I'm assuming Jenna will do it again because she had said she wanted to also do it again next year. We just kind of both needed a break from it, and I'm in total agreement with that. So I did make one new item for this week. I have been busy working on other things, especially the new upcoming mystery Christmas crochet along, which hopefully will be out weekend-ish, give or take, depending on how much time I get to work on it this week. I'm hoping to be able to work on it and get it out by the end of the week, but if not, it may be early next week before that comes out, but it will definitely be out before Christmas. So I'm really excited about that. And by the way, thank you for all who participated in my first one. It was so much fun, and that was my first time to make a mystery crochet along. I just thought it was so much fun, and I loved it when people were going through the first and second video and they're like, I have no idea what this is. That was a lot of fun. But anyway, I have another one coming up very soon as I can get it recorded. Everything is put together for it. I just need to record each of the stages of it so that you guys can do it with me. Anyway, I did make one item today for one hat for the Moody Monday, And that is actually a pattern by Jenna from Jenna's Stitches. She calls it, I have to look down because I want to make sure I'm calling it the right thing. I have it up on my screen here. Front to back post hat tutorial. She posted it 2 days ago. So it's a really cute pattern. It's really cute. This is how it looks. I love the texture of the stitches. I have been so into textured items lately. The one thing I wanted to say, like, I'll put it on and show you. It's so pretty. I like hats that come down a little bit more. Now, Jenna says that she has a small head. I don't know. She looks like she has a proportional head to me, but I feel like my head might be on the larger side. She had said if you wanted to make it a little bit bigger, add some extra rows in the middle, which I did. And I even added a few extra rows on the top. I kind of slowed down the decrease because I noticed it probably wasn't going to be as long as I wanted it to be. And it's still, for my head, a little bit short. I'm sure it'll be fine for most people. I think I also explained that I really like to have my ears fully covered. It's just like a Heather thing. It's not, it's not, you know, anything else that I know of. But you know, when I have hats, I always think of, like, I'll wear them out to shovel snow. I'll wear them out to, you know, drive to work, all that kind of stuff. And for some reason, my ears just get so cold if they're not covered up. And I don't like that feeling. So it's just a weird Heather thing. I need to have my ears fully covered if I'm going to have a hat, like a winter hat. I'm not talking about a baseball cap or anything like that, but I mean like a winter hat, something that I would wear in the winter time. So I would definitely make this again. If I was making it for me, I would add even more rows than what she suggested. But I love this pattern. I love the texture. I love the look of it. And it's funny, I kind of like how the yarn worked up in this. This was a coincidence. I didn't color, what do they call that? I didn't color micromanage or anything like that. The blue just kind of all went, you got like a strand of it here, but it all went in this section. And then the gray kind of just all went to the top. And then yellow and green kind of shared. So that's one of the hats that I have on the donation pile. What I'll do is I'll just quickly show you. I'm not gonna like detail each one because you've seen these before in my Moody Monday videos. So I'm just gonna do a quick show of everything, and then I'll count them up, and that will be the end of Moody Monday. So I had a kid at my school who really wanted a Where's Waldo hat. And one of the teachers came up to me and said, can you make him one just as a surprise? So he doesn't know he's getting it. I threw this in with my Moody Monday because, you know, I felt like the kid was going to get surprised with it. So I made the hat, but I am terrible at making pom-poms. They always seem to fall apart. But I know one of my coworkers who is really good at making pom-poms said that she would make a pom-pom for it. So here's the Where's Waldo hat. And we'll give that to the kid probably in a couple weeks. The rest of these I'm just going to drop off for donation probably tomorrow, you know. So this one is my pattern. It's hot off the griddle. If you like this pattern, I have a tutorial for it on my tutorial playlist. And I could probably link that just by itself in my description below so that it would be easy for you to find should you want to make something like this. I have another one here that's hot off the griddle hat. Here it is. This is the same pattern, just with a different yarn. And then this is a John Boy creation. I'll link that one below. Everybody that I'm listing, I'll link below. And then a lot of these were just like a basic hat that I didn't use a pattern for. I just used basic stitches. I think this one's all half double crochet, and then there was front post, back post for the for the edging. I had a few that were like that. This one is also mostly like that. Towards the end there, I put a little bit of texture in, but this I think was just double crochet, a little texture, and then the ribbing. And I really like the yarn for this one. I only had a little bit of it, so I thought I'd use it on a hat. I have this one. This one was just another one I made up. I don't have a pattern for it or anything, but a lot of the hats, as I was making them, I was a little bit bored of the plain old stuff. This one's another example of that. So I kind of threw in extra stitches. This one's the same way, just extra stitches. This is all double crochets with the front post, back post ridging at the end. This one's, I think, all half double crochets and then the ribbing at the bottom. I'm just trying to go quick here. This is a basic one too, because, you know, like I said, this one is just something I made up along the way too. This was a funny slouchy hat. This was just another made up design by me. I didn't even write that one down. I just kind of went as I went. And this was the only scarf that I did. I did a hat with a matching scarf set. And then this last one, I forget what it was. Oh, I had learned a new stitch, and it was called a diagonal front post double crochet, I think is what it was called. And I said, oh, that would be interesting to make a hat with that stitch, because I had never used that stitch before. I've crocheted a long time, but I've never used that stitch. So this is what it looks like with that stitch. And then I just did ribbing at the bottom. But what I found is if you turn that stitch to the wrong side, I actually like it on the wrong side better. Look at how it turns out on the other side. I love that. I'll put it on just to show you that. See, it's covering my ears. Hopefully you're able to see that. I'll kind of try to give you different angles. So that's all of them that I've done. I did a few a week all fall and, you know, up till now. So that's one. I'll count the scarf and hat set as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I was able to get 17 in for donations. So hopefully there'll be 17 happy people with their homemade hats. I didn't say it in this video, but I have in other videos. I'm donating these to my school. My school collects hats, scarves, gloves, mittens, winter coats for people in the school district who are in need. And anything that's left over, they send out to the community for people who are in need in our community. So that's where I'm gonna do my donations. There's lots of places that you can donate to, and we'll get into that next year if when we do this again next year. So thank you for visiting me today. Thank you if you're a new subscriber for giving me a chance and seeing if you like my content. If you're not subscribed, I encourage you to subscribe. I am really hoping to reach the 500 mark before the end of the year. And if I don't, it's not the end of the world. I just have been trying to set some goals for myself. I've done this my whole life to keep myself motivated. You know, my goal is to do this and try and get this done and try to learn this. It's just the way I am. So I kind of was hoping that I could get to 500 by the end of the year. If you're able to help, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being my YouTube friends. I'll see you in the next video.